Yeah, now you got me out in the deep. Feeling I'll be wrapped around your neck. When you burn me out like a cigarette. Yeah, drifting in the city, no sleep. Don't know where we at.
All right, is it working? Hello. How y'all doing, boys? Welcome back. We are back. How you boys all doing? Oh my god, I got up so late today, dude. I'll be getting later and later and later. At least the haircut feels absolutely amazing in the back of my head, dude. It's getting hot where I live, so getting it short, super freaking nice, man. Oh my god, it feels so good, boys, dude. The barber that's at the place that I usually go to, they got a new guy. I'm not gonna go into detail, but they did get a new guy, and I was just like, all right, let me give you a try. My man got me good, dude. Oh my god, it feels so amazing. Holy, it's hot in Russia. What? It's not hot in Russia. What do I care? West, some of the shit you say is just so like maybe I just shouldn't even say anything, dude. Maybe I shouldn't even say anything. How you boys all doing? Welcome back. Hope all of y'all having a good one. I didn't mean to review what are you talking about. I'm playing Mist River again. The mini PI trinket I got make things even better. Yo, that is a lot of haste though. That is a lot of haste, dude. Some of the Delve trinkets are actually good. Like even the ones, like even this one that you got, right? It's like, who the hell is running that trinket like normally? Not a lot of people. But it's so good from London. It is cool. Is it actually? Hold on. They talk about the weather, or you just talking about the vibe is good over there? How you doing, boys? Welcome back, everybody. No, I'm not in Russia, dude. Don't listen to the West. I'm not in Russia. I don't live in Russia. I live in the United States of goddamn America, North Carolina specifically. I live by the beach, like not next to the beach. It's like a 10-minute drive at most. It's like there's a bit of a road, there's a little bit of a bridge that goes into a specific. There's two beaches actually where I live. One a little south and the other west. Take a pick, honestly. But yeah, that is the hood, dude. It's hot where I live, man. It's by the coast. Love you, bro. What's up, Brian? How you doing, man? Hope y'all having a good one. Today we got, I don't even know what we got, man. Fishing in war mode, bro. Speaking about fishing, I've always wanted to actually get the collectibles from the fishing derby in Hollowfall. I've never spent the time to actually go get it. If there's a North and a South Carolina, where is Carolina? It is the Carolina. It's all Carolina. It's all sweet Caroline. That's what it is, man. All of it. All together, all Caroline. I got to finish an artifact one day. I never got that back in Legion, by the way. I played a ton of Legion, but I never went out of my way to get it because I thought, oh, okay, well, I already have a hard time grinding my artifact weapon for all 3 specs of my rogue and all of my ults. I don't want an extra one. I really should go. You know what? It's going to be my time to do it when Legion Remix comes out. Like at this point, like I want to go back and do it at some point. But at this point, it's going to be a Legion Remix thing. I'm thinking, is there achievements regarding that? Because that's probably going to be necessary for that big meta achievement they got for Legion at some point. Which I hate how they removed that thing from PTR, but I still have the footage of it. It is still like placeholder, but there is going to be some sort of a cool Avatar or Sargeras looking mount. At least we're assuming that's what it's going to be. I really hope there's new artifacts. I don't think that's, I mean, I think we are going to be able to build up an artifact weapon. Instead of having a cloak, we're going to have an artifact weapon to grind out, most likely, kind of how it was in Legion. I'm assuming, personally. I don't think there's going to be a lot of, like, you're talking about the appearances? Hopefully there's at least one new one and a bunch of recolors to collect. But I think it'll be an opportunity for many players to go back and get the original appearances they've never gotten back in Legion. You know what I mean? That is up our mod game. My question is, though, would they ever be ballsy enough to bring back the Mage Tower Challenge appearances? I don't think they would. But what if? Do you know what kind of a shitstorm they would have? Do you know how many people would be so happy if they brought it back in? Giving players an opportunity to get the bear skins or this Space Kitty skin? Do You know how many people will be so happy, so excited to get the Space Kitty? It's so good looking. It's literally the best, like, cat form they've ever made. Ever. That's a little loud. Here we go. Beautiful. Dude, they would. But also people will be upset because it's like, wait a second, you don't bring the challenge modes of Pandaria, but you're gonna bring this in? I get you, Blizzard. I get you, Number. Bro. Wild. Wild times we're living. Give me Space Kitty. I'll main Feral to give it to us. Yeah, Feral is really good to main right now even. But like, yeah, it's really good. It's really good, dude. So many people will be happy about it. But people would also be upset because it's like, okay, hold on. Because I feel like either bring all of it or none of it. Either make it like some of these, you can't make just few items that you deem special. I feel like they should bring him back, but make it, block it behind like a really difficult challenge. Like a really tough challenge. Like so that only a handful of people are going to be able to do it. So it's like technically you have it, but like you got to really put up or shut up. I'm perfectly cool with that stuff like this because I like challenging myself, dude. I like when these things are locked behind something difficult instead of just being like a gimme. Because then at least it gives value to those things. Dude, get the Maze Shower mount is still one of my favorites. Getting that achievement to get every single Maze Shower challenge done on every spec in the game, that's an achievement. I loved it. It wasn't fun at all times. Some of the pulls were super PS. It was a lot of like gearing for that specifically in order to get the challenges done. Practicing these specs, getting to know them enough to be able to do the challenge, but it was so fun doing it. Memorable. I got a shitty little achievement out of it, but I still am so happy about it. Can you please tell me the rogue pros and cons about rogue, DK, and monk? Like just like quick ones, pros and cons of like what you want to main. Rogue. We don't really have crazy good scaling in PvE, I'd say. PvP we're pretty good, but in PvE I feel like we eventually do fall off. We do stop being the best class in the game. And so the classes just outscale us. That is the con. And sometimes you feel like you're in a good spot. You're just not quite in that business slot spot though, unfortunately, which kind of rough, man. Yes, I am interested in playing more and pushing. Count me in. We also had a little bit of a breakup in our Mythic Plus group, which is unfortunate, but things like that happen. People need breaks and stuff. What? Hold on. Let me go through the rest of it. Rogue pros. Actually, let me hop on the game so I can like pay attention to the class when I'm talking about it. I feel like I'm just gonna be able to focus it. So cons is rogues are in a good spot. We're just not quite best in slots. So sometimes it feels like we're overlooked a little bit, right? You're not quite tippity top there, but like you're really close. We're just not quite like best in slot, but we're pretty meta. Right now will be the con. Also, it's a lot of buttons, lots of abilities, lots of cooldown management no matter which spec you play. It is not the easiest spec a class to get into in my opinion. But pros, very tanky, very mobile, great reliable damage. Outlaw is tough to play, which is very RNG heavy, I guess it's a con, but if you can play it correctly, it's a lot of damage. OBS? Okay, this is my monitor capture, game capture. Please. I like the game capture on OBS because it actually has very minimal impact on performance. I actually noticed like a slight frame dip, just a very slight one, when it does monitor capture versus game capture. Unless I'm like doing like old content, but like if I'm on Dornagal, I can tell. It's like a very slight one, like a couple of frames, but I can tell. I think in some of the hectic fights is also a little more noticeable for me, but most of you guys won't be able to tell. Hello? Do I gotta like restart it? It should be working. I need to switch to this and then switch to this. I have no idea. I'm gonna restart the WoW real quick, see if that fixes it. And then we'll get some stuff going for the weekly. I do gotta start working on some achievements. There's one that I want to get where I need to get all dungeons done on Mythic as a tank. I don't think I really tanked all the dungeons from last season, not much. I tanked a few, I'm pretty sure. But I apparently need to get all the dungeons done on like a Mythic, if not Mythic 10s or something, for this cosmetic. This could be a good opportunity for me to do that today. And for rotational assistant, elemental will shine. For a rotational assistant, that is a good question. I think so, yeah. Rotational assistants seem to work pretty well for elemental, like surprisingly well. Surprisingly well. I actually wanted to check out rotational assistant today on PTR. Would you guys want to do that, or do you want to do keys? Because I did want to pop into PTR for a little bit, mess with the other one, or the rotational assistant on the PTR. I want to check out Assassination Rogue, see if they fixed it. I saw a little bit of Evoker. They changed it a little bit how it works for empowerment abilities, where you can't just like spam the ability. You'll have to be very careful with empowerment abilities. I feel like those they probably should not have added to the rotational system. Those should have been like, play chooses how to use them. But if you were to remove them, Evokers would actually just like cycle through 3 buttons from rotational system. It'd be kind of crazy. Triple threat is +10. Is that the one that lets you earn like the titles and the MOG, or is that just like oh, there we go, an achievement? Because I don't care for achievements. When an achievement gives me something cool, I care for it outside of the Mage Shower one. But if it's just like, well, you got an achievement, it's like getting a title. It's like, why do I care? Triple threat is the title. I could care less then. It could actually die in a hole. I could care less. I just want the MOG. Like, this is where they should... Okay, I feel like titles should be reserved for, like, the easy achievements. And then the MOG should be reserved behind triple threat +10s. Because then I'd be like, well, you know what? Now I'm encouraged to do it. Now I actually want to go and do it. Where's the MOG from? It's like a turban, like a traveler MOG thing. You gotta... I forget what's it called. But it's like basically one of those cosmetic-looking things from Kazakar. Kind of like that. Okay, so pros and cons of DK. Yo, Lee, if you're still around... Rogue, pretty fun, very mobile, very tanky. RNG of Outlook kind of sucks. We're not quite like tippity top meta, but we're still pretty good, and no one will scale well. But really good as a class overall, though. Just wish we had a little bit more, or we're a little stronger. One of those two. Better scaling, stats would be nice too. Because stacking versatility as assassin, outlaw, and subtlety is not amazing. Death Knight. Death Knights right now are very durable, not as mobile. So here's a pro, here's a con. Very mobile. Very durable, like super tanky. They are very strong meta-wise. Whereas Frost and now it's Unholy. Giga AoE damage, great for Mythic Plus, also good for raids. For con though, they're not useful in raids this tier. Like there's just not much DK utility. I guess there's sticks for like gripping the ads up. But like, who cares, right? Like Death Knight wasn't really played as a necessary utility for Undermine raid. But they're good in Mythic Plus right now, so that's a pro and con. Very immobile though, very immobile, but pretty easy to play, I'd say. What is another class was it? Monk. Monks, I'd say they're actually very good right now, like just as a class overall. Brewmaster, like bringing a physical damage buff, which is kind of nice. It's actually really, really good. And it's great for Mythic Plus because there's some physical damage combos that are really looking strong. This allows for Mistweavers or even Brewmasters to really shine. Not as much as Windwalkers, unfortunately. So that's a pro. Con, they are a class that's super unpredictable when it comes to the meta. Monks generally are not like a top tier class. Like sometimes there's pockets where they're really good, but like on average, generally not like insane or anything, unfortunately. So it's like if you're looking for a class that's consistently good from season to season, Monk is probably not going to be that class, unfortunately. But what else is there? Pro. Mysteries right now are just very, very solid. Like melee healing is really consistent and fun. Windwalker has really good timers for raids. A 1.5 minute cooldown with burst is really solid. So it has a play. And Brewmaster right now is very good and decent enough for Mythic Plus at the moment. So you are kind of like in the good spots in certain areas. But like Windwalker, while it's good in raids, Knockback is insane in Mythic Plus. Mistweavers are generally good for everything, but they're not like a hit-all healer. I'd say Disc Beast is more of a hit-all healer, right? Mistweavers are pretty good in raids, but not quite as good in Mythic Plus, but generally pretty decent. Brewmaster's really good in Mythic Plus, not really about it right now, but like only for very specific comps. So that's kind of like a pro and a con. But yeah. Hey, what's the one button rotation thing? Will it be a solution for my GEO to play WoW? I mean, maybe, but like, I mean, honestly, the solution to get your girlfriend into WoW, just tell her it's like Sims. But you get to control the character. I feel like between mount collecting, between transmogging, between customizing your character, between all the different like collectibles you can obtain, like I said, mounts, there's so much of the game that a girlfriend could enjoy. There's tell her it's like Sims, but like you get to control your character. And there's a lot of like customizability and pretty mods to collect. But yeah, the one button I guess will at least like help her, I guess, get started. just if you just wants to run content, doesn't need to know how to play her class. But like she could also get into some of the easy classes that like she could pick up even if she doesn't play. Beast Mastery, and she could have pets, be a boomkin, and turn into a cat. Like, it'll draw them in on its own, dude. And they're not that difficult to play. Lovely. I was like, Sims? Dude, seriously, trust me. Try that one. Try that one. It worked. Like, if somebody... At this point, I feel like everybody has played WoW at some point. Whether you play the classic or retail at one point or another. Bro, that is how... That shit used to work all the time. I feel like it's a good time to among... not our meta, but they're doing really high-end content. Yeah, I don't say they're like... If they were popular, we'd know. But they're good in very small areas. They're very good in very specific situations, but like they're really excellent in those situations. When I went to all mine, there it is, man. Rotation is lower keybinds, not 20. I wonder how to. Rotation, I think, will lower. I do think at some point they are looking to streamline classes so you don't have like a billion keybinds, though. I am excited about that. You guys want to just hop on, test out? Let's just do this. Let's hop on PTR, test the one button thing because they've been updating it. There's a handful of classes I wanted to get to try for the one button thing. Plus I was gonna set up a few more characters for a video project for either for tomorrow or the next day. I'm not really sure. I'm in between the projects right now. But let's do that. You said earlier Elemental Shaman. I do want to get an Elemental Shaman geared up for this thing. Where's the priest gear that I have? Dal heals will do. And then it will be Sham. It will be, I need a Warlock. That Warlock, it works. And then I need a Dal Slam would work. Beautiful. Alrighty. Hopefully this works. Or not. There we go. Took a second again. Let's try Shaman. Because last time I tested it, Shaman was doing really good damage-wise in the one button scenario. And I just played like a pure single target build. I don't have the best gear on this thing. But let's like actually, yeah, let's maybe actually go and grab up some good pieces. It won't be enchanted, but at least it'll give me an idea. Farseer will be interesting because I love it. Farseer, yeah, no, it'll be fine. It'll be fine as whoever you end up playing, or whatever you end up playing, honestly. I don't think it'll be, I don't think you'll be limited by that whatsoever. I don't think I need Cersei, do I? What weapons would I want? I guess like Mythic track. I'm just doing a test. That's all I'm doing. Wait, I already had a decent weapon though. Yeah, I'm actually gonna run that instead. I kind of, I don't know. I don't want to use that trinket. Let's do Reverb and Mugsy. I don't want to have to run too many on uses. I'm just gonna hit a train dummy, dude. I'm just gonna do a test. Oh, candle actually would have been really good too. Actually, let me go grab the candle. Wax. I don't think I need much haste actually. I need more mastery. Like a lot more mastery. I guess I'm just gonna buy up the entire set. Yeah, that'll just give me some meta level. Alrighty. One button. Pretty sure this is the build, right? Yeah, it is. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna place the one button in like, I'll figure it out where. Oh, chat! We got Galliwix's mount, by the way. Earlier this week. Actually, yesterday. We killed Galli, I got the mount, dude. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Shaman Dread is goated, even makes no sense lore-wise, still accurate. Wait, how does, hold on. I'm actually interested. How does, Draenei Shaman doesn't make sense lore-wise? Because the whole, like, lore of Draenei was, like, the whole Naru to get the paladins, but that lived on Draenor, and, like, the, what is it, the de-evolved Naru were able to interact with the elements of Argus, and they taught the shamanism to the other Naru, right, as they de-evolved, right? But they got closer to the earth as a lost Naru, like the ability to wield the light. But like, they're still beings of pure and elements kind of yeah, I'm actually interested. Druid was my favorite class. I loved it in melee, but it was supposed to be me. Yeah, that's kind of how I assumed, man. That's what I assumed, honestly. Alright, let me see the one button. I'm gonna place you. Shift T. Alright, Shift T. No, F. Let's just drop you an F. So this thing will do a lot of abilities for me. I want to skip this song. So this will do everything. Actually, it will do everything. It'll summon Storm Elemental. The only thing it doesn't do is Ascend. So I just should Lust with it, right? Where's my add-on? Hopefully this is the functional one. Because in PTR they don't always work well. Let me zap this thing just to see if it updates. It does update. Okay, cool. So I guess what I'm gonna do is just Ascend, Lust, and just go with it, right? Get the Storm Elemental. And I'm just gonna spam the one button. And you can see the damage down below. So it is gonna have a bit of a GCD downtime to it, but with Lust, it's pretty fast paced. Dude, I'm pressing one button, I'm doing 4 million. Just call me a god gamer, boys. I'm so good at this video game. Holy. I have 96% haste. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I feel like the high haste numbers that this class can get can bypass the GCD lock. Will a real player be able to play this more optimally? Probably. But the high amount of haste that I have right now is, I mean, it's just pressing more buttons for me. I'm not having to do anything. Look at that. Consistent 2.6, 2.5 million damage. It is going to go down because it's a very burst-based class, but, you know. I mean, when you see numbers like these, and if you imagine if you were raiding, doing a boss fight, this is pretty good. Try to be in lighter elements, yeah. I still think it's freaking cool. I disagree with the easy money. It is easy money, actually. It's on the bluff here, bluff there. Kazan and Hope. But I just think a lower key button when you first year, which is gonna love it. Versatility instead of so much haste. I'm pretty sure it's a lot of haste for this class, isn't it? Mastery and haste. I don't think you need versatility that much. Am I wrong about that? But yeah, as you can see, the damage does eventually go down. This is without enchants, however. Like, I don't really have enchants on all my gears, so that could bring out the damage up a little bit, to be honest. Replacing the ring with better secondaries probably would help out too. But yeah, and the neck. But like, my damage, I mean, you can see kind of how much damage it's doing. For like a single button I'm just spamming, that's pretty good. Right? But now that I don't have the haze buffs anymore, you know, down to 40%, 45, I guess I am building up a little bit while the elemental randomly proc it for me. I mean, yeah. Still, a real player would be able to do a lot more damage than that, but the burst was actually excellent. You know what I mean? The burst was actually excellent. To be fair. Because it did all kinds of damage, lol. Okay, I see where that's coming from. Yeah. Because you're like, oh, you do a little bit of fire, a little bit of nature. Problem is the mastery kind of covers all of it. It buffs you on lightning bolt, ice fury, lava burst, chain lightning. All have a chance to cast a second time. And increases all elemental and physical damage being your earthquake by 21%. So mastery kind of covers both of those. I gotta look into to see what everybody's stacking stat-wise for elemental, if you want me to. For rating specifically, it looks like elemental is mostly stacking mastery. Most people prioritizing about 2,000 points, and then 1,700 haste. Crit versatility seems to be the worst. It doesn't usually scale super well for most classes. If you got a good mastery or haste scaling of some sort, from the shaman, like, you know, more ticks of lava, flame shock. That means more procs on lava bursts. Also, you get to rotate through all your GCDs a little quicker during your Farseer spirits, because you have them only for a few seconds, but if you spend more abilities within the time that they are active, they get to cast more. And you'll see that actually majority of my damage, a good portion is just ancestor damage. Right? A huge portion of my damage is ancestor damage, and it's not even a thing combining... I don't even know if it's combining like my ancestors' elemental blasts. I don't know if it is. But you can see how a good portion of my damage is straight up just ancestor. So the more abilities I use while they're up during like short, what is it, 8 seconds, the more damage they'll be able to put out. This is why haste I think scales a little bit better. But mastery covers like all your elements. I don't forgot there was a one button. Come on. I done forgot about what it was, but one button. Come on, dude, one button. It's not like super high though. I don't think that damage was unreasonably high. For like 680 item level, I would actually even argue that damage was kind of low. Then again, if I had like proper full enchanted character with all the gear and everything, you know, like best of slap neck, best of slap whatever, it probably could squeeze out like consistent 2 mil. But also you think about that, but also with like a 15% damage buff within the raid, that's inflating people's damage as well. So you imagine, like, I think there's going to be a number of players that are just not great at their class, but will literally use the 1-button macro and will actually achieve like a decent enough damage to kill mythic bosses, potentially even pug them. And since you're just pressing 1 button, you can spend the rest of that time, like all your brain power, adjusting for like mechanics. You know what I mean? I actually really want to try that with my guild sometime. All of us just go straight up all 1 button and like turn our brains off completely. 1 button, and that's the only button we do. I really want to try that with my guild. I actually think it would be really fun. Let me go gear the shaman real quick, and then we'll hop on a road, because I am going to be working on the shaman for like a video. So I just want to kind of get him some items here. I have like a list of things that I'm looking for. Haste first is best. But yeah, like just imagine how this is going to play out. I think once this thing releases, like initially people were complaining like, oh my god, they're just giving players a button that plays the character for you. WoW is dead. And it's like, I'm sure that argument and that whole like topic is probably gonna rise again from the ashes all over again. As soon as this thing releases, it'll be like, that's it, WoW lost all of its integrity. But like as a tool for learning or helping players learn their class, I actually think, I'm wondering how helpful it would be. I really would love there to be studies, like proper studies. Take like players that are not great at their class at all, right? Absolutely like potato, straight up potato, and like put them through maybe like 2 weeks of playing around with the 1-button rotation. Just 2 weeks, 2 weeks, and like catalog improvements. After a couple of days, after a week and a half, after 2 weeks, 2 full weeks, you know what I mean? Just to see if they actually use the button and the highlighting feature to learn how to play their class. Like give them 1 button so they can get familiar with the buttons. And then after the first week, you take up the 1 button and use the highlight feature. And then you see how they play by the final few days. You know what I mean? Like properly put somebody that doesn't play WoW or plays WoW, but like never really try to get good at their class through the paces, right? Get them on a character that is gear, maybe. Or like help them get gear. Once they have gear, put them through the paces and see how well they do. Get them to like beat a boss fight and try to see if they can be in the top 5 of damage. Have them do Mythic Plus and then see if they can like be #1 damage, or at least do, you know, relatively good damage. Maybe put them through like a, I don't know, some kind of like a DPS challenge. I don't know, dude. From 2008, C10, I see 10 men friends, you achieved number 10 from the guild. That's pretty good. Hell yeah. Many players with disabilities can't have a chance to play it is great. That is true. There's a lot of people bring up as 1 button as an accessibility feature, and I agree with that. That is definitely going to help people. So wonder about your build. It's nothing crazy. I'm not running any crazy build right here. This is just a build that I'm putting together for a video. Nothing super crazy. I do need to enchant all these things though. I've been putting time today to try to see if I can. I've been coming up with some, you know, random ass video ideas here and there, just having fun with it. And I had a pretty cool one that I had in my back pocket for quite a while. I'm trying to see if I can realize a dream, or maybe it'll just stay a meme. I'm between a couple of projects right now, honestly. So I'm trying to figure out like if I want to do this one. But I've been spending a little bit of time today while working on this other thing in my free time. Like when like in between of like work, I'm working on a project, but in between I'm also about setting up for another project, more or less. Okay, so this is like LE PvP, and I want to set up one for enhancement as well. One for enhancement. I got specific builds for this thing. Shut up, a monk XD. Basically, yeah. Speaking of monks. In my Mythic Plus group that I've been running with, apparently 2 people bounced a Guardian Druid and a Marksman Hunter. So now it's a monk, me on Rogue, and a guy on a Chamois. So we're gonna have to try to see if we can rebuild stuff. What's up, dude? What's up, Frost? Yeah, I do, my man. You having a good one, my guy. I do want to check real quick Murloc and see if shamans use the honor bloodlust talent. That's what I'm wondering here. Swapsy, he uses, oh, he does use heroism, actually. Okay, so I might need to incorporate heroism there. Actually, that's gonna be nuts. I think it's gonna give Shaman an edge, then. Shaman's be edging. No, he also uses heroism. Okay, so I am gonna use, or shamanism, rather. Let me just swap shamanism for this one real quick. I like these streams because they are honest and shows different things. Yeah, I try to do something fun on streams though, because this me setting up a character is pretty boring. Let's do some keys here in a bit, boys. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun. I do want to start gearing a couple of characters. I apparently am in need to gear up a warrior, so I'm gonna start working on my warrior today. I'm gonna need to start working on a warrior today. Enhancement is all crit. He's versus. So I actually don't need to change any of these items. I am gonna need to get a new set of pants though. And then I'm gonna need to slot those in. I'm gonna need to pop that in, and that's gonna be in PvP. Beautiful. And I need the one button I can put here. What button is this used for shaman, or not use them? Do I have Ghost Wolf? I do. Oh, we use Feral Spirits. It uses Surgeon Totem. It won't Bloodlust. Okay, so I have one button that I could use. Cool. It's crazy how many buttons, because it said the button won't do everything for you, but like I'm looking from class to class, it does majority of things for you damage wise. It said things like mobility it doesn't do cooldowns, but it's like I never realized on how many builds classes have like one big cooldown. Or I guess you have like a 2-minute cooldown, 45-second cooldown, but Blizzard doesn't consider those as cooldowns, they just consider that rotational buttons. So yeah. Another classes, I do want to test 2 more classes with one button. I want to test Demonology Warlock, because that was scuffed last time I tested it, and Assassination Rogue, because for them, they had them use throw knife ability instead of mutilate in melee. That ability builds dick for common points, it costs way too much energy, it does no damage, it heals the boss, and then the game didn't know how to put a bleeds on Assassination. It was like not gonna work for Assass. It was gonna be like a huge detriment to your damage. You know? Like it's actually kind of wild. So I want to chat Rogue or Warlock, because I do want to test the one button for both of them. But which one first? I got the Warlock. Rogue's needs to be somewhere like after Priest, I think. Could do my Dalaran XP. Actually, I want to do Dalaran XP. I kind of want to have the proper normal character. We'll do Dal Bike. There we go. Warlock and Hunter. Oracles for me when you're doing the belt. When you're doing on the belt. It was for me. You're doing on the belt. What do you mean? Orc, it was for me. You doing on the belt. Are you talking about what belt? Are we talking about the belt coming up in 1117? I'm not messing with the belt right now. Hunter. I like the streams. OP Dima. Yeah, zoning. I really want to do a Warlock or Rogue. Those are the 2 classes that weren't working super well with the one button. Between those 2 though, which one would you guys would rather see? Because Hunter worked with the one button. I am sure that that functions fine. Because it worked okay. It just wasn't great for DCDs. Test Demo because Implosion Tech needs to properly work. Implosion Tech needs to be made sure it works properly. So last time I played Demo with the one button, it wasn't shadow bolting. So if it actually can press shadow bolt, then I'll be like happy enough, honestly. That is my biggest thing that I really want to test out for Demonology, because it wasn't even doing it. Siege of Agramar. Yeah. Oh, speaking about Siege, if you play Back Mob, then yeah. Did you play I need a demo raid build actually. Hold on. I need both. I guess I can do. Can I just do M plus build, or is raid build kind of like going to be a whole its own like thing? Probably is going to be its own thing, isn't it? Lock and stock, I guess. I guess I'll do lock and stock. The lock and the stalking. You play Panda Remix via Emo Raid. Before that, Sylvanas. Oh, wait, what? Warlock and Hunter. Orc was only for me during the belt. Hunter, Siege of Agramar before the Sylvanas. Wasn't Sylvanas until Shadowlands? I think I'm confused now. I am confused now. Not gonna lie. Oh, damn it. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm gonna go back to demo build. So I can get my basic, like, buttons. Oh no, that broke. Okay, whatever. Alright, never mind. Button broke. I still could try it for raid. I just want to see if it actually even press buttons for me. Alrighty, so it does want to start out with a demon summon insta. Let's see how well this works, or not at all. Problem is if you can shadow bolt. Let's go M plus build. Maybe I should just do M plus build. Let's do it. Just because I kind of want to be able to set up a implosion. Wait, implosion is baseline even, isn't it? Okay, well I don't know what build is the correct one, but I'm gonna try with this. Okay, so you can summon demons, call demons, that ability. It's so slow, dude. It is so slow. Hand to go down. Shadow bolting? It's shadow bolting? I should have had addons rolling. I gotta reload for it. Okay, well that is with Doom Lord. I forgot to okay, I'm buffing my pets now. A little bit late of a buff up with the Tyrant, but it's at least playing buttons. It's at least doing a lot better than where it was. It is really slow though. It is slow. And I don't have like the worst gear on this thing either. But it is very sluggish, I will say that. The Doomguard did a lot. Am I getting just a bunch of Doomguard procs? Am I just getting lucky? I must be, right? Okay, so we'll Hand to Gul'dan. Bro, it is so delayed. Because Hand to Gul'dan casts so quick, but all these other abilities are so slow. Hand to Gul'dan is so quick as a cast, especially when you get that demon proc with the Diabolist. Come on, man. It's most hardcore assembly from me. Slink Knot. Attack from history. The what? Come on, man. It's most hardcore assembly. I don't know what that means. I have no idea. I'm confused. I have no idea. I have no clue what you're saying, bud. I know English is my second language, but I've only been speaking it for more than half my life. I am wildly confused. And or afraid. Yeah, it's still really mediocre damage though, for the one button. I don't really know. Maybe if I went like full raid build, maybe it'll swing out a little bit more. But also I'm not really spinning a Tyrant. Alright, let's reset it. Let's reset it. Let's reset it. I'm gonna die. I'm not jacked here. Can I get off? Yeah, I'm still in combo with something. Is it the imps? Alright. That's one way to get out of combat. Oh, we lived! No shot! Okay. Alrighty. Get me out of combat here, man. We're good? Am I out? Yeah, we're out. Alrighty. I'm gonna send the pet in. Do AoE. I'm just gonna wait until he gives me some good puppies. Good Dreadstalkers, all that, right? Okay, now I'm gonna just pump it, because it's so slow. It is definitely super sluggish on this spec specifically. Like, super sluggish. Will it do implosions? Okay, so it's not pressing implosion yet. I do have, like, what, one set of imps? Human doggos? Another Hand to Gul'dan. It is not implosioning. I have implosion baseline, right? I do. I think it's just unable to implosion because it's trying to generate resources and spend them way too quickly. Or as a priority, but it just can't generate enough pets. It just can't. It doesn't have enough GCDs to even cast an implosion. It doesn't. It's like always trying to respond to procs, but it's bogged down. Holy, dude. Holy. Jake, it does an implosion. It can't. It's doing okay damage. I mean, 3 mil and 5 targets isn't that bad, right? That ain't bad at all. It's doing okay. But it's just generating way too many procs, way too many resources. But the GCD that it has, it's always having to respond to procs like Demon Bolts. Now it's got the Chaos Mother. Now it's got another proc. It's got another demon it's got to send out. Too many resources. But then it's got to make sure not to be sitting on 4 charges of demonic ore. It can't. It's so slow. And I can go for a tyrant, but it's probably gonna make things worse. Even the tyrant has a DCD because it just bogs you down. Show me the talents again. They look cursed. Say, yep, these are the talents. Probably correct. I have no idea. Dude, I'm just pressing one button. I'm letting it be in the driver's seat. I'm letting it do everything here. Affliction. I like affliction. That is cursed. Hold on. Okay, let me walk away. Probably might be my fault. Maybe I got the wrong build. Pretty sure this is literally a build that I ripped off from like logs of somebody else running. He's on PTR when 11.1 was coming out. But okay, let me go and look. Let me go get it from Archon. Whatever is the top build is what I'll pick. Whatever. Whatever. Wait, how's that cursed? It's like it picks up Flame Touch, but that's really about it, right? It picks up it drops on Tauren, picks up Dread Calling, or it gets rid of this. Okay, so it's like a little different, but it's not that different. Ain't that wild? There we go. It's like very few talent changes. Is that massive? Okay, well now that I changed it, now it's obviously gonna start playing correctly, right? Missing out most of the Dreadstalker damage buffs. I mean, look, my biggest issue was not Dreadstalkers, but the fact that it's not implosioning at all. So, yeah, I have no idea. Here we go, Dreadstalkers. I'm just gonna spam the button, get a couple of pets in here. I'm just gonna Tyrant now, just because the pets are gonna run out. The GCDs is gonna hurt me so much. I have to Tyrant early. Alright, so all the pets are buffed up, all that. It's casting Helical Dance, it's rotating, cycling stuff out. I hate how late the Felguard came out, dude. I hate how late it came out. It is still not implosioning is my issue. Unless you don't care to... Do you care about implosion? Do you ignore that button nowadays? I'm pretty sure you don't. I'm pretty sure you set it up. You got a big old dog. I'm losing imps now. It's just too slow, man. I'm spamming. I'm spamming the button as fast as I can. The GCDs are hurting this thing. The GCD increase is hurting this thing completely. Most locks and pugs aren't imploding anyway, but the GCD limit and one button problem never let implosion cast. That's what I'm saying, but okay, I guess that's good to know though. So I guess you just send you because I mean I feel like imps are kind of useless when they're just single targeting, right? But yeah, you can see I guess Dreadstalker damage is a lot higher. So I guess for Demonology, like as long as it's focusing on that, then it'll be fine. No, you press it every 200 cooldowns on under 8, and every hand will go down after 8 targets. So if I add more targets, it should be a little more responsive, you're saying. Hopefully. Actually, hold on, because it is supposed to adjust its rotation based on the number of targets. I can actually make it work. Wait, can I though? So something happened to my PTR account and all my like dummies are gone. I used to have so many training dummies like Tuskar. Yeah, I have more one Tuskar trained dummy, but I don't have the rubbery fish head. Turnip? I have the turnip. Null? No, I don't have the null thing. There's another train dummy I gotten recently. It's either Goblin or one of the other factions. I don't think I have them. I was gonna load up more trained dummies to see if it'll like adjust for it. But yeah. Let me go set up this Warlock with some gear, because this should be really easy, just versus haste. And I'll have this character ready for a project later this evening. Or tomorrow, one of those two. Yeah, but Demonology, it's fixed. It's at least not buggy anymore. And it's actually going to cast Shadow Bolt, which prior to this, it wasn't doing it. It was just straight up just hard casting Demo Bolts. So it just was not going to be functional at all. Another spec I want to test out is Rogue and see if Assassination is bugged or not. But yeah. Is this all Mythic? It is all Mythic. So all Warlocks for gearing for PvP at least are really easy. Probably Mastery is better, I'm assuming. And then one of these I could probably swap out a tier piece that isn't haste heavy. So like gloves, probably gloves. Pants maybe? Right? Yeah. Yeah, probably pants. Swap those out. Then I got belt, haste. Bracers, hopefully something decent. Haste. Cloak, haste. And I need these. I already have one of them actually. And I guess I'll do this and this. For this project, I'm just trying to... I'm gonna keep it a secret actually. I'm not gonna reveal it just yet. But yeah. ICO originally released before software AI. You mean back at Wrath? Yeah. I mean, that is a factual statement. That is true. I do not disagree with it. Although the mechanics back in the day were also pretty, I'd say simple compared to nowadays. Like, imagine if you were to, I love this experiment in my head. Imagine what would happen if you took like an ICC player, right? Or like any older raid player. Well, like, you know, when the game was like maybe Kata or pre-Kata. Pre-Kata was better actually. Like TBC or like late TBC, maybe middle or late Wrath. And then drop him into like, okay, here's Galliwix. Because Galli's not even the hardest fight. Like, I think that would be actually a fair comparison of like, see how well that player would be able to do the fight. Maybe give him like a super, maybe give him like beast mastery, right? Just so the brain doesn't go boom completely, right? You can't be that mean. Right, I don't want to be that mean. But yeah, like I just want to see if the, like, how well would they be able to wrap their heads around it. I don't care, token. I don't care, token. Honestly, which achievement you have done? What? Huh? What does that even mean? Virtual side had mechanics that would break retail pugs. No shot. Hold on. Now I'm interested. What mechanics did Putricide have that would actually break a pug? Like a retail Andy? Now I'm interested. Actually, legitimately interested. I need Demo. So first thing I need is actually a build for Demo. And then I need to set up PvP challenge for it. Yeah, now I'm actually interested. They ain't no shot. It was like that complex. The slimes would spawn. If you would put a single tick of damage on them, it would kill 4 to 5 players. I mean, I guess then the question would be like, when we talk about pugs, like, are we talking somebody with a pulse, like brain-wise, or like somebody with 0 pulse? Because I feel like if you were just give like some Joe Schmo who's never played the game, yeah, they'll probably end up wiping the entire raid. But like if you took like a decent solid player who's told, hey, don't hit this ad, it'll wipe the raid. I don't think there would be, I just can't imagine a world where they would just be like, oh, it to do, and then still hit it. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't seem like a difficult mechanic. Like, are there going to be some dumb people that will make a mistake? Sure, but I don't think that's going to be like, well, that's the embodiment of a retail WoW raider. You know what I mean? That's not the average. Not in my eyes. And I need to see what Affy would use. Like, I could... like, are we talking about like a random pug, super average casual player, comparing like a casual player of Wrath versus casual player of like War Within? Or we're talking about like a raider? Because when I said raider, I mean like just somebody who did like, I don't know, let's say their guild was in top 100 to clear the raid. You can do like top 50, like 50th, rank 50. Their guild was in rank 50. I'm saying put that player in like Galley. See how well they do. You know what I mean? Like what was considered good back then into current content. You know what I mean? The whole vehicle mechanic of a boss is also a pain in the ass to learn. There's a vehicle mechanic with Putricide? What was the vehicle mechanic? Wait, what is a vehicle mechanic? Now I'm interested. So it's just Jinx. It uses this. It uses these apparently. Although I don't think I'll really need it. Button assistant. And the only, what button does it not? Doesn't put on a dark layer. Got it. And then I need Destrum. And then it should be set. Faster Gut had, the Faster Gut you had to control. Was it anything like Mr. Pandaria, that one Calaxy bug man? Because there was a fight where people had to do that. You controlled this big like monstrosity and you had to soak up amber and then hit the boss and debuff him. And then you would have to eventually die, but like you would have to just pilot it as long as you could in order to help the raid succeed. And you had to burn a B-res or something to run it, or rotate people. You had to use abilities to create a space for the raid by sucking up the pulls and taking slimes, plus sucking more pulls and not being... Literally! You literally described me the boss that I was talking about. I'm pretty sure almost word for word, unless I'm misremembering this guy. I did the amber shape Unsock. Literally the same fight. You pilot this thing, you make some space, you hit some stuff, and you can't be healed. And you also can't be hitting this guy because they will just kill the amber person that becomes a monstrosity. Wait, literally same fight. But harder? I'm for sure probably a little harder, but it's basically the same concept. Like, I don't know. And people were able to do that, guys, so I'm assuming it wasn't impossible content then, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm the one in the wrong. And it's the kids that are correct. Alright, for Destro. PvP talent wise, because I did get the right talent, yeah? Check. No, I didn't. Destro. There we go. Edge show off chess this week. I should be interested to see. I'm not excited for it. I'm not gonna join in. I feel like after MOP remix, I don't really care that much anymore. Like Heart of Fear, especially for the final boss, we had to AFK. It's literally a 20-minute fight. I'm sure players are gonna find ways to shorten that encounter by quite a decent bit. But man, the Pog Stomper and ICC was Cinder and both Blood of Heights. That's what I mean, it's a dragon. Basically it's like pre-penultimate, pretty sure. Was that fight penultimate? Like right before the final boss, right before Lich King. Ice Crown. Yeah, oh, Sindragosa. Syndra had both blood boss fights. I mean the Blood Queen and Blood Prince. The Sindragosa I can totally see, because that's basically like final few towards the tail end before you hit up the big LK. You know what I mean? Captain always in the EU. You mean like for rating? Hasn't Liquid been taken top literally rank 1 for a couple of these? Is it top 10 actually? Always on the EU. What is the world first race like? Actually we could see Hall of Fame, right? Can I see the entire like actual list? Raids. Is it progress that we need to look into? Yeah, galley. Actually, you might be right. Hold on. Top 10. So we got EU, Korea, EU, China, EU, US, EU. Yeah, you're actually right. I guess if you want to say like if anything, Asia probably second. And then a couple of US guilds. What up? Oh, what's up, Mike? How you doing, man? Getting a, I guess I would say a super secret project going. How you doing, by the way? Hope you're having a wonderful evening, my man. I think it's a gate, right? Yeah. And then I put this here. So Infernal. It was summon Fell Hunter for you? No shot. That's funny. It'll summon Fell Hunter. That's cool. It will sacrifice him. Okay, and the only other button I need is this, and I'm good. Cool, let's test out Rogue. I want to see Assassination, and then I'll set him up for the project. Bloodprint specific occurs subgroups is hard, it was funny. I don't remember that fight at all. Not at all. Are we talking about pugs, or we're talking about like guilds? Because I feel like if you take pugs and you just take like literally the worst players out there, like I don't think there's a single raid where pugs will be able to like, you could build a set of pugs to just be the worst players out there, and like, yeah, you're never gonna clear any of the actual bosses. You know what I mean? Like, so what are we talking about when you say pugs? Like your average player, random people group up together, they've never seen the fight, and then they just get washed? Or are we talking about like guilds? Because the experience is going to be very, very different. Most bugs in Wrath Lich King force you to have ICC gear already. Anyways, but Livestream force you to have ICC gear already. To do ICC, you needed ICC gear. Are we talking about like some random, like some gearing shenanigans from Wrath Classic? Or are we talking about like the original, the real Classic? Like what are we talking, like the original, the real Wrath? Like what are we talking about here actually? Like how the, what do you mean you just don't need to have gear? Like explain, I don't understand. I do not understand. Let me have like a build, right? I don't even know what happened. I guess I get boots. These stats are gonna be all over the place, man. Where'd my ring go? I had a ring. It's gone. Fine. Just do this. Do I have a trinket? I should have copied the character over because my live character has a lot more gear. Max, beautiful. My daggers are absolutely garbanzo, but it's okay. It's okay. I just want to see if the button actually works for this thing. The one that you have specific gear scoring you could only have from TOC hard mode or ICC normal ready just to run normal non-hard mode ICC. Or ICC normal to run a normal non-hard mode ICC. So we talked about it still is that doesn't answer my question. Is that like, are we talking about like original Wrath, or are we talking about like classic Wrath? Because the experiences, I wouldn't even put them next to each other. I wouldn't put them in like in the same boat at all. Nowhere near close. Does this thing deathmark for me? No, it doesn't. Okay. I need... I want a solo train dummy. I just want to see if it actually does stuff. Alrighty, one button. Literally pressing a single button. Start in stealth. It switches to ambush. That is good. Does it Kingsbane? It will Kingsbane. Okay. I hate how it presses slice and dice. I hate how it presses slice and dice. Fan of knives. Okay, I guess that's fine. We death mark it. Mutilates. It mutilates. Hold on. It will actually mutilate. I hate how it presses slice and dice, but it will mutilate. It will mutilate, chat. It will blend. It will do full max and venom though. Oh, it'll play around fan. Oh, it's actually fixed it, baby. They fixed it. I wish I had damage going, but see if I can maybe set it up. I need to reload? Normally there's like a reload button. Come on. Come on, ambush, 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 ambush. Oh, Garrote. No, Garroted. Okay, so it has to invent him here. Needs to set up a mutilate. It's gonna build. It's gonna invent him. Where's he mutilate though? Or a rupture? I mean rupture, not mutilate. Okay, well at least it's pressing correct buttons. Sometimes it lets the bleeds drop off. Times gear was stolen from 2008. I don't even know what that means, to be honest. Times gear stolen. Wait, does it know how to thistlety? I don't think it knows how to thistlety, but it will automatically thistlety if it's ever low. It will wait until Garrote has fallen off before it applies it. That's the problem. Okay, big and venom. Rupture just to have a bleed. You have no energy. You gonna ambush? Oh, just save it for later. Okay, it will press the right buttons. It will not refresh bleeds. And why are you ambushing when you have max call points? It wants to ambush as the highest priority. Why are you doing that now? Ah, Blizzard, so close, dude, so close, so close. It will ambush everyone at almost nearly full call points because you have an ambush proc. You don't need to spend it instantly. It'll be there for a second. Can you give it a second, Jared? Can you give it a second? Who's the person who programmed this? Did it fanonize an ST? It's supposed to. No, it's supposed to. You'll be. It's actually not dumb. Like if you want to call it out, call this like one button thing for anything, that wouldn't be a thing you'd call it out for. That's actually smart. There's a reason for it. I'll show it to you in a second. It's good. It's actually good that it's playing into it. There, it's fine to overbuild comp points, actually. There, it's fine. It's fine that it's fanoniving. It's supposed to. Because when you play Deathstalker, after applying a mark on a target, your next Phantom Knives will deal more damage, and more than enough to press it for the energy that it costs, and it generates an additional comp point. It's value. It's huge damage. It's actually big value for a hit. It just doesn't press it that often, but like the damage of it, I think it's clear to witness. It is worth. It is worth. It's actually worth a global. Extra comp points is huge. It's like so inexpensive. What is it normally? 35 energy? That's huge. 2 comp points guaranteed. It can generate 3. And it does more shatter damage. That just goes pure through armor. And will actually overbuild comp points to make sure that it lands a good big Envenom. Like there's fine to overbuild comp points for a big Envenom fan right after. Okay. Okay. The problem with it though is it's not really great at using comp points at using finishes at 5 comp points, and there it's gonna let bleeds run out. That probably should have been a rupture angle. Okay, it highly prioritizes the Deathstalker's thing to its detriment, I think. It's playing the technical correctly, but to its detriment. But it is doing buttons, it is pressing things kind of correctly. Alright, well that's good. So you just press one button the entire time and it auto uses all the spells. Yeah, what it does is it has like a full set of buttons it'll prioritize. If you don't have poisons, it'll apply them for you. Ambush, whenever you get a proc, it will use it, and also places higher priority because of the death mark, because of the Deathstalkers, because you need to ambush to apply a mark on the target to begin with. For some reason, it wants to slice and dice when it has some comp points, but it places it though at lowest priority. Shiv is there, Poison Knife for some reason is there, which shouldn't even be. Mutilate is fine, Kingsman is fine. Seems to play like a road okay, using Phantom Knives correctly, and I imagine it's better at it in AoE. And imagine it'll do okay with Crimson Tempest in AoE too. It'll probably do there pretty well as well. I'm gonna switch up the mix here a bit, boys. Yeah, does the system work for Trinket? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't use trinkets at all. You can see the entire list of abilities it uses. It won't use mobility, it won't use defenses, it won't use major abilities like Death Mark. That's up to you to when you use it. But it'll play your abilities though with a longer global cooldown. And the damage it was doing was kind of okay. Like honestly, it was kind of alright. Not amazing, but for a thing that doesn't have 100% uptime of rupture like a normal player would, it's alright. Like if you're a player that drops bleeds all the time, it actually probably will do more damage. Like, you know, those players that are just not great at their class at all, it'll probably do a little better than they do. Like, not gonna lie. And I don't mean that in a bad way, I just mean that in like the most yeah, nicest way I can. It actually doesn't do that bad. Let me gear this thing in PvP pieces, man, because I need a bunch of pieces. Master Versa is gonna be easy at least. Put some items in this thing. I need a full talent set though. And then we'll go play them live, do some keys. But it's good to see that it's actually playing it correctly. Seems like you're on a brand level type of rotation. I think that's what it essentially is. Because, I mean, I think it might be pulling from a database that they have. I mean, it's not pressing wrong buttons. It just isn't able to press them correctly. But it's also not able to make some of those, like, quality decisions either for PvE. Right? Because there are some, like, nuanced decisions that it's just unable to really keep up with, to be honest. It's okay at it, but it's not amazing at it, I guess is the best way to put it. It's okay at it at best, but it's not nuanced, I guess is the best way to put it. You know? It's surprisingly better than I thought it would be. Is the best way to put it, to be honest. Surprisingly better than I expected. I guess I didn't really have too many expectations though. Damn, there's not a lot of master versatility pieces baseline for rogues, huh? I'm gonna get rid of all these things. I don't need them. Alrighty, we do one of these, one of these. Cool. That's gonna be. I need one for Outlaw. It's all fine. But yeah. How does it one button stuff work as a healer? So one button is only good for damage. That's it. It doesn't do anything but damage. So as a healer, it'll press your damage buttons, but it's not great at building resources to heal. It'll just build damage and then spend resources for damage. So for healers, I don't think it's great. It probably works okay at most, but that's really about all I can give it, to be honest. It's okay at most, but not amazing. Nothing to write home about, to be honest. What am I trying to do here? I need haste. I think I have for the most part decent bit of haste on my items here. Liquid is fine. Oh, I should have also. Let me do this. Let me enchant all these things. There an invoker back here? Clicking on that guy. Alrighty, let me do. I need mastery, radiance twice, crystalline radiance, and that. Let me enchant all these things, and then I'll set it up for Outlaw real quick. Because I got a dagger version and a sword version, and that'll do all I need for this character. Okay, and then I want to double check. Okay, it's set. Huge. Alrighty, let me make a haste variation of that now. I need a little more haste. I think I already have haste boost, don't I? Yeah. And I kind of want the haste here. Like that. And I think I want a haste heavy chest piece because that one's mastery heavy. That'll make the outlaw work a little better. Haste here is fine. Haste here is fine. I'm running out of slots in this character. Cloak. Haste. Let's do this. And that should do it well enough, yeah. One more. Cool. And then I have like, I don't have to swap my enchants. Yeah, that's gonna be fine. Let's sword PvP. And then I enchant these and I'm good. Probably Versa, honestly. I can't enchant full. To make some space. Radiant versatility. We'll do pop. That's fine. Beautiful. Alright, cool. So this character's almost set up. And then we're gonna play live. I think it's buttons. I mean, what I can do is I can actually go and I can show you what the healing one button does in when I press it. You know, I can go and show you. I need to place this over 5, I guess. God, gotta love the. Never mind, that one bugged. But you gotta love the quad grappled as a fate-bound rogue, though. It was so good, so nice, man. But yeah, I'm gonna hop on like a healer. Like I don't know, like I'll hop on a. I don't know, priest and just press the button. Yeah. I will need to at some point set up a priest though, but I'll probably do that a little later. Beautiful. And let me do Dal heals. That'll do it. They got interior guard. I want to see if the vendor's back, because BFA vendor, apparently they changed up, so they have like 2 mounts coming up for BFA. One is a cat, which has this like loon summoning animation, which is gorgeous. But then there's also another one, and it's like a raptor. It didn't have a good animation. Okay, he's not up yet, apparently. Even though it says like BFA time walking is in, and you can queue for it. Literally you can queue for it, but the guy's not here. So it must be like a thing that they enabled maybe or something. I really don't know. But yeah, let me go hit the button. Let me go like holy, I guess, because holy is mostly a healer. So how the hell would it use the button, right? Is this coming down reset? The one button, yes, one button is coming down reset. Yeah, this is going to be a feature, a core feature, part of the patch, part of the update. Let me go holy in Archon. Export the build. Actually, I have to look at my keyboard, dude. I think my keyboard is like shifted a little to the right or to the left. It was a little off. Alrighty, I'm not gonna care about the buttons. I'm just gonna get the one button. And you can see, it'll just use damage abilities. That's all it does. That's all this thing does, is using damage and abilities. It can't heal. It just deals damage. I don't even know if it even knows about, oh, I don't even have Holy Novus. I guess it doesn't matter. But yeah, it'll heal, it'll hit stuff. So like, it'll do it very slowly though is the problem. And I feel like because it locks your DCD rotation, like it cranks it down while you're using the button. Like even if you were trying to like switch to a heal midway through, like instead of trying to fast heal this guy, you could actually, we could see how fast I'm casting it. Spam and try to heal. Oh, actually no, it looks like it will adjust. So the DCD is not nearly as bad. You can see how fast it casts Smite and how fast it switches between Holy Fire and like all the other buttons. You can see the insta-cast, right? Yeah, so what it does is, especially if it has an insta-cast ability, it will just lock you on DCD. Unfortunately. Here, insta, I'm trying to heal the guy and it does delay. Yeah, so it doesn't do great. It doesn't do that great, to be honest. It's okay. It does some damage, as you can see. But it's not ideal. Definitely far from it. Definitely think the Olympics is going to use the button or enhance an Ellie, just free up extra button space. I don't think so. I feel like as enhance an Ellie, there's a lot of procs, and having high haste builds, you're probably going to end up doing a lot more and play a lot better overall if you are actually pressing your buttons. Because the thing can do okay while you have high haste, but when it clogs down, I don't think it's going to be as effective. Not at all. It also does not make too many great decisions when it comes to your optimal resource usage, and that's something that shamans do really care about, because optimal resources could potentially mean you're getting more Maelstrom procs for Ascendance, and that's going to be where a lot of your damage is going to come from. And like the buttons, yeah, it doesn't really do a lot of really well with like the whole healing aspect of it. Not really. I might as well set up a priest since I'm here, yeah? I'm just gonna go and set up a shadow. For priest is just one spec that I really wanted to do for a project. And then we'll go play live, get some keys. Try to see if I can get some gear on my warrior, because that thing is apparently a lot of fun. And meta choice. At least arms is. I don't think I'm gonna play shaman DPS for a bit anyway. I mean, like, just gonna play resto or just not play shaman at all. Shamans are pretty good right now, I'd say. They're just not quite biz, but they're really fun. Like, this is probably one of the most like approachable versions of Elemental that I've seen in a very long while, to be honest. One of the most approachable versions of Elemental. Like, it's not super complex. The changes they did for 11.1 to make your mastery and your ascendance, like spam and lightning bolt in AoE, huge. Spam and lava burst single target, huge. And like those spells now have a place where you'd want to prioritize them depending on how many resources you can build. So now it's more about which ability gives you the most amount of resources, press it. So then you can Earthquake and Earth Shock more often. Or Ellie Blast, whatever. Okay, the button here, it can do a lot of abilities except for... It doesn't know how to do Dark Ascension. Okay, cool. Neat. It'll shadow 4 for me. That is so funny. That is actually so funny. Shadow 4 for me. Alright, let's get myself like a full set of tier. Cool. And I'll replace one of these that isn't super haste versa heavy. Haste versa. Haste mastery. Haste is good. Crit mastery. Mastery crit. Probably could do gloves. Haste versa. Beautiful. Wonderful. Boots? Is there like... Okay, there's 2 boots. I think crit is... No, master is probably a little better for Shadow Priest, isn't it? I'm assuming so. That helm? That is helm. Never mind. Don't need that. I thought it was a belt for some reason. Kind of looks like a belt if you don't think too hard about it. I guess it's like a crown-esque look, but I feel like that could always be like a... Almost like a belt buckle. But like a really ornate one. Cloak. Got one of these. One of these. Beautiful. And enchant. I like the goblin. Every time he says have a good one, I just go with habba baba. Alrighty. And that should be all enchants. Let's get her set up, dude. Having a class with just 1 DPS spec makes my life so much easier at times. So much easier. Jesus. Another question I have is, what would be the PvP challenge that priests normally run for Shadow? You, April, what do you run? You're running Catharsis, Siphene, Phase Shift? I don't think it makes a difference. Yeah, that'll be fine. Does it apply that? No, I don't think it actually realizes what PvP talents are, actually. So that's interesting. I was gonna say, like, maybe. Yeah, so Shaman spell hands broke me and I played Shaman Classicata. What the hell is spell hands? Enhancement that does into big maelstrom spending? The hell is that? I haven't heard of that before. Is that like the rogue spell poison build that wore cloth gear? Open your tags achievements. What achievements, my guy? Which ones you looking at? I don't know if I have all of them on PTR, to be honest. I did get Sky Shattered the other day. Trying to get some of the nether wing or nether dragon rep done. I don't even remember what the faction is. Or full link turret and Hetero and Wrath. Oh, okay. I do like that you had like some of those unique builds and like older versions of WoW. You know what I mean? Like a spell power poison rogue build. You know what I mean? I like little weird builds like that. Kind of like a two-handed enhancement in mop. Like, it's not great, but it can work, surprisingly. Alrighty. Actually, let me go set up a warrior and then all my characters are set up for this dude. I just gotta get 2 more specs done. Because I end up actually inadvertently getting all of them set up, but 2 more specs. I'll just do it. Let's just do this real quick, man. Let's just do it. Let me just finish up with this. Let me just do it while I'm at it. It was more APM heavy than retail shaman. Like every DC you had to fill with a spell or you lost a ton of DPS. I mean, I feel like current shaman is also pretty DCD heavy, isn't it? Like, I don't think shamans have had it easy with GCDs in the second. Wait, hold on. Is it as bad as current outlaw or like earlier feral? Because feral was like that. Like, if you made one mistake with your rotation, your damage was gone. Outlaw is very much like that too. You can't really make too many mistakes. And dude, I parsed the shit out of this raid. Chat. Look, I actually parsed so well this raid. We did a bunch of mythic bosses yesterday. Or not all of them, but tonight we're gonna do more. But every boss that was tough, I parsed the dude. I did so well. I played the shit out of those fights. I played, like, excellent. I got such a good parse on Muggsy. It went sour, it went sideways, but I got such a good parse in that one. I was so happy with myself. And then Galley, I also got pretty decent parse too, like for my second kill. But I played so well, dude. I played so well. I just need more cleave. And that's it. But like boss damage, it was excellent. It was excellent. I was really happy with it. Same as current outlaw, I'd say. Okay, yeah, that's because outlaw. I feel like is probably the hardest spec to play in the game right now. Not gonna lie, I really do. I really do feel that that's the case right now. I don't know how many specs out there that are as punishing as outlaw when it comes to like getting your rotation wrong. At the moment. Alright, so I want haste mastery or haste versatility. But I guess I'll do this if I have to. I'll buy a second one. I want haste. As much haste as humanly possible on arms. But apparently haste mastery on the fury though. So I'll need to diversify my build a little bit then. And we do this, and we do this. And then I'm just gonna enchant all of that, and then we're set. The Mog is all over the place. Button-wise, dude, for arms you already use so many of your buttons. Outside of Avatar. But everything else, it will actually use it. It can't really charge or anything, but outside of that, it'll be good. So let me do haste. I guess I'll do one haste, one mastery, just so I can make it easier on myself. Grab two of these, grab one of these, and one of these. That should do the trick. You also have to track like 7+ buffs and make sure you press your fire alley the moment everything lined up, so it's like playing a max roll. I could see that. That actually sounds kind of like fun. But maybe what you're describing is supposed to be like a really intense and like super, like a rough experience. But I'm actually, why do I have 666 as my item level? Blizzard, please. What is this? What is this, bro? Blizzard, please. Can you fix? That's a little wild there, bud. That's a little wild there, boys. What are you guys doing? Actually, hold on. PvP challenge. That's another one missing. I might as well get it right. Alright, what do you run? You run Bladestorm, Sharpen Blade, and a Battlefield Commander. Got it. Cool. Now Fury. What does Fury run? Okay, that's the build. I was doing +20s in Legion. Bro, I cannot wait for Legion. Legion was so fun back in the day, and it's going to be so fun for Legion Remix. Actually, the best time in the world. Actually, the best expansion. Don't at me. Actually, do at me. I want attention. Follow my Twitter. I post some bangers once in a while. Actually, I'm so excited for Legion Remix, man. So excited. It's gonna be such a good time. I'm actually like ecstatic for it. Okay, so it does this and it does disarm. I don't think it's gonna press disarm, but whatever. Okay, it is a Slayer build. Got it. So I don't need this. Cool. I think I have everything I need. Pretty sure, at least. Wasn't +20 the weekly chest back then? No, I think it was 15. I think they pushed it up to Maybe, I'm pretty sure 10 was the highest, and then push it to 15, and people were just doing 20s and then the higher. I remember like doing up to like 23, 24s at my highest in Legion. I want to say 23 or 24 Arcway was my best key. And I'm pretty sure it was with a buddy of mine, and we had some Australian Demon Hunter who was really chill and had a fantastic route. Penguin, how you doing, my guy? Been watching for ages, but turns out I wasn't subbed the entire time. Well, I appreciate you for hitting the sub button, man. Was curious, what's going back to WoW right now? I've been comparing it, compilating it. Compilating it? Why am I having such a struggle with that word? I've been thinking about it for ages. I just wasn't sure. I actually think season 2 for War Within, which is what we're on right now, has been a really fun season. That being said, it is starting to get wrapped up somewhat soonish. If you are looking to pick it up for season 3, which so far this expansion has been a overall pretty good experience. Season 1 was fun. Season 2 has been a blast. Season 3 most likely is going to be really good. Then you got Midnight. Then you got Housing. I feel like if you were to come back for season 3 in preparation, we got patch 11.17 coming out next week. It's got a bunch of catch-up elements like a faster level experience through time walking dungeons, spam dungeons, get to max level, gear that'll help you to gear up before season 3 content, for new raids, new dungeons. That's also an opportunity for you to get familiar with the class. We're getting the one button thing, so it's basically like a rotational system that helps you figure out how to play your class. So like if you're looking to really learn how to play your class, they're given those tools in order to be able to do that more effectively. That's pretty cool. So yeah, if you were thinking of coming back, I think with the patch 11.17 would be a pretty good time to come back in preparation for season 3. Contemplating. You're good, you're good. I thought I was like having a aneurysm on my end. I was like, wait, I was like, did I forget how to read? I knew what word you were going for, but in my brain I was just like, I knew what you meant, is I guess what I'm trying to say. You're good, you're good. But yeah, it's been actually really fun, man. It's been really, really fun. I've been enjoying it a ton. I've been having a lot of friends playing. It is getting like wrapping up towards the end of the season. It is going to slow down a little and then pick back up in season 3. So I would come back maybe for 11.17, like when we have a release date for season 3. I'd come back in for like a month ahead of time, do a bit of gearing, get caught up with the story and all that other stuff, and then you'll be ready for season 3. That's probably what I would do. At 30 a.m. I just woke up. All good, my man. Wasn't working. All good, man. All good. All good. My brain don't work all the my brain not working is just kind of my mental state at all times, to be honest. I used to be smart at some point, chat. I used to be actually kind of a clever guy. And then I started streaming, and then brain just absolutely deflating. All the wrinkles just absolutely smooth like a crystal ball. It's one of the hazards of this job. Let's go get some keys done. I want to play some ults, have some fun. Maybe got a 10 out of the way from a warrior, because I do need to start gearing that thing if we are going to be doing any more pushing. It used to be a Mythic rating guild. I tried to prog at least top 10 no shit, but I didn't care if it could be as grinding gear and prog it again. I think grinding gear and playing on your own, especially with inclusion of dells, which are kind of like this like solo man scenario, if you have Brand as a companion, gearing the character without having to wait for other people in pugs and LFG has gotten much better in recent times. It's actually like super nice to getting yourself up and running all on your own is super viable. You can get a very decent gear just from delving. That can help you get into dungeons or earlier raids. All of it is very puggable. There's a lot of catch-up elements in the game. So if you're just looking to get fast gear really quickly, this would be a pretty good time to do it. Especially as you're preparing for the next season, because being a little geared heading into the next season is going to help a ton. You know? I feel like I aged while progging. Yo, I feel that. But bro, some of the mounts you get out of the game are wild. We did, what is it, the Goblin raid, Liberation of Undermine, where you get Galley down. Bro, the mounts in this, the cosmetics this season have been a banger, actually. It's got so good. Like, the rewards this season in particular were insane. Season 2 War Within. This is the Mythic mount from Galawix. I got it yesterday. It's so good, dude. It's so good. It's got all the flying, all of that, everything. Even the mount special animation is pretty good, too. Let me use that. Look at that thing. It's got like a bullet casing, a cigar. It's so good, man. Even though Delve seemed great and all, of course, Mythic Plus, I know I'll be tempted to do it again. I'm just saying, like, if you are looking to get geared and you're like, man, I just don't know if I want to go through the grind. I'd say the grind of getting geared, character geared, is not as bad as it was before. It's a lot easier to at least get a character started, to at least get like a feet wet, to get some gear all on your own without having to sit there in endless LFG looking for pugs. It is super, super nice. It's actually so nice. Chat, what are we playing? I'll let you guys decide. I want to get a warrior up and running, but also Evoker is a ton of fun. So what are we doing? Warrior or Evoker? I want to do one of those two. What are y'all feeling? Because I need to get some gear on my Evoker. I need to start doing 10s on that thing. I want to see if I can send up for a 10 Evoker. There it is, baby. There it is. This thing is only 658 item level, but Evokers are good right now. I feel like I get invited to groups so much easily just because Evoker. They just have so much damage even if you don't have the highest of item levels. I'll go full Flame Shaper M+ build. See if I can just... I don't know if I'll be able to dive into a 10. Yeah, I probably ain't diving into 10. But let's try like 7 to a 9. You know what I mean? Maybe like a Rookery 8. Maybe like Priory 9. I doubt it, but maybe like they already have an Evoker, but maybe they need another one. An 8 Theater of Pain. I don't know, dude. I need to get gear on this thing. I need to just grind out the 7s and 8s and stuff to get Gilded Crest to upgrade my stuff. Because I don't have much of a score, but like I'm just hoping that they'll take me on. Hey, we need a lust, and the fact that I'm a dragon. The dragon ain't that bad this season. Like an 8 Theater of Pain, they'll probably be like, yeah, you know, it'll probably be fine, right? How's Demon Hunter next patch? We have no idea. I don't know what classes are going to be like for the next update. They're okay this season, but definitely not like super competitive. They're all right. There it is. They're like, ooh, 1, it's a dragon. 2, it's got a lust. So we're solid. That's all you need. You just an Evoker pop and then, hey, it's got lust, it's got everything. All right, cool. Let me go. I need Chaos Flasks. Alchemical or Chaos. I want to break the bank. I do need more puzzle and cartel ships, so let me see if I can pick up the quest again. Because it'll be either 4 more bosses or 4 more dungeons, and then I can buy an item from here. I wish they really made the mythic pieces and mythic items you can get all like alt friendly. Really wish they made that a little bit more alt friendly. I kind of hate that it's not. Okay, we got everybody for theater. It's gonna port. Shadowlands. When does the new season come out? Not for a while. Not until 11.2, and we are only getting it 11.17. I'm thinking in a couple of months. Summer, midsummer. Like, we're getting pretty close to it. I don't really think that patch 11.17 is going to be a long one, just because it looks like they've been working on 11.2 for a while, and even 11.27 started getting like updates internally. We haven't seen the builds to see what they've done with them yet, but we know that they've been working on them internally for a while. I don't know, man. It's not you're gonna do that 1-button rotation. Nah. I don't know about Hunter. Not tonight, though. Not tonight. I wouldn't be down for it. Set to M+. Then you just set it to Mythic real quick. Just normal run rate, heroic, page for BOEs. I could do that too. Wrong TP. I got you. Good summon. Almighty Future brings back so many memories when I was playing back in the cell. Good memories or bad memories? I feel like everybody that played in Shadowlands, dude, when we first heard that Future was going back as a sequence of Dungeon, every Shadowlands Andy was just like, please, no, I can't go back. Because this place was rough, dude. It wasn't the easiest key. They cleaned it up a lot. It still is a challenging key, but it's not bad anymore. It is a very much a DPS key though. Like if the DPS can play well, you gotta have an easy time in this dungeon. If the DPS aren't optimal, you're gonna be fighting these adds and bosses for a while. You know? My monk's fully caught up on dinars and ding Sunday. Nice. That's crazy. Are you just like running a bunch of normals and mythic zeros? Mythic pluses? That's a lot, man. It's a lot of dinars to get. There's like 6, 7 now. It was always crazy. That's why I loved it. I feel that. I feel that. Are we can't skip it. No, wait, we can. We got the rogue. Yeah, we got the skips. Assassin? Okay, well, this guy's straight up butt ass naked. Buck ass naked. No! Okay, whatever. I guess we'll just have to do it. I'm not gonna lose this, but I'm just gonna have to pop off. Look how much damage you could do just add because you are a dragon. Just because you're a dragon. Also need to be dropping down the button a lot. We would love a shiv, but no shiv from the rogue, unfortunately. What else can you do? Alrighty. Please, keep him in my thing. Thank you. Okay, please send the fire. Yep, so I can just fly by it. Beautiful. Wait. Beautiful. I'm gonna take some damage though. Can kick. They got it though. We kick that. They need to move. Trying to stay away from everybody. We got this chick? Okay, I forgot about the affixes. I straight up forgot about the affixes, honestly. Okay, I need to set up a fire breath thing. Oh, she's gonna cast off, isn't she? Nice. Ooh, okay, we did it. We're doing it. Oh my god, this thing actually, it used to be so good at big AoE, but it wasn't really good as a class for like smaller target counts, like 3 boss fights. Wasn't amazing for it, but nowadays it's really good. Nowadays it's actually pretty good. Please, 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 please. Nice. Just gotta get full empowerment. Yeah, and they're all dead. God, this thing has so much mobility. I just gotta be dropping like this class's version of blizzards. I don't even know if I want to actually use my cooldowns. I think I'm gonna save it. Anyway, thanks for the info. Should I come back or not? I might just do it. I'm off work. About to work. I know you stream though. I'll check out more. Sounds good, man. Hey, yeah, we would stream. I try to stream almost every day, but it really isn't every day. It's Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Friday, Saturday for duels. But yeah, I'm usually around all the time. I should try to see if I can find more time to stream more, but I've been usually pretty busy with projects and stuff. Between raiding, between pushing M+, it's been a wild time, man. I'm finding myself with less and less time. Got jugs, rocket trinket, sucking pipe, healing. Nice! Hell yeah. Yeah, dude, even the gear, like a hero track, I feel like I can still do a ton with it. Of course, like Mythic is ideal, but it's still really good. PvP quarter, oh, I hate it. Hopefully I don't get marked for PvP. Technically, if I do like a full big fire blast, that should be okay. Hopefully it pulls this guy too. If I can just wait. Yeah, baby. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, fire breath. Look at that, dude. Hey, look at that. Oh, it's so good. That guy die? Oh no, he's way over there. Can you grip him? Can we get the big grippy? Beautiful. Look at deep breathing. Go to one of these. Got big empowerment soon. This is huge. I'll use one. Bro, this thing does so much damage. I mean, it's smaller dungeon, so I'm definitely gonna get lower damage overall. Oh, you can actually do a skip on this guy. I've been doing that with my group recently. You can just skip this man completely. You don't have to fight him. It's like, yeah, you could fight him, but like, why would you wanna? Honestly. Okay, I forgot he can spell lock, yeah. That is so annoying. Does he do the charge? Oh no. Whatever, I messed up. I need to be a little further away so I can get my abilities off. Unfortunate. Yeah, that interrupting roar is annoying. But now I'm aware. Oh, this guy's easier actually than... The other guy does the charge ability, which is super annoying too. Solo the PvP boss here, Loki, plus dude. Always a hardcore PvP session. Bro, I used to play with a guy who would play Paladin. He would lock it down on a Hodge. He would straight up bubble you just to win that duel, bro. He was just Scumlord McGee. It was actually so, like, disgusting. Some of the things he would do. It was hilarious, but it was super scummy about it, bro. It was the funniest thing ever. It is the best boss for sure. Definitely one of the coolest things they've ever made. Like the whole idea, the whole design of it. Let's try to see if I can knock this guy in a little closer. And we got death knights, but they should be gripping people, but they just ain't doing that for some reason. Please tell me we're Skippy, right? Oh no, we're not Skippy. I love dude Skippy on this one. I hate this guy. Yeah, everybody's trying to skip, dude. And bro, everybody's got knows the skip. This man don't though. Unfortunately, this man does not know the skips. It's okay. Is she the one that'll make like no, I don't think she's the one that makes blade storms on the ground. So I don't have to move anywhere at all then. There's just one of these elites that'll just make a big blade storm thing. Super annoying. Playing Conduit instead of Harmony, though they actually shielding from Pug's lifesaver. Wait, you Conduit instead of Harmony? I like Harmony because it's like huge zap damage. It's actually so good. Yeah, I didn't have cooldowns for her at all. I was kind of just hoping it was Skippy. Huge damage, but the pugs be pugging. I don't know, man. It's really solid. Like, you don't even need... You just need to zap. That heals everybody, though, doesn't it? Okay. Hold on. I just need... I really want to have, like, a full burst go. With this guy. Okay. Obliterated that. I just need to make sure I don't get kicked. This is going to do this AoE cast, and that's going to be a kick. Next, it is going to be a big AoE cast. I'm just going to save it. Oh, don't make me PvP, man. Oh, I don't need to do it. Hell yeah, buddy. I wish I would have been able to, like, hit the thing a little bit more aggressively. Like if my cleave came down as the banner came up. Bro, remember the banners from Necrolords? Remember the banners, bro? It was so good. What an ability, man. Definitely an interesting one for its time. No energy? That rogue is complaining? Felt bad? No energy. Felt bad. You lost a duel, man. Take it like a champ. Yeah, I couldn't do damage here. I had no energy, man. This guy. Bro, as soon as you do this boss, everybody gets super competitive, man. 100%. Alright. Am I gonna have to do the PvP is the question. Because I have some cooldowns if that's the case. I'm just gonna blow them up, man. Alrighty, am I doing it? No, I'm not. Oh, baby. Beautiful. Oh, beautiful. I don't like having to do it, to be honest. Okay, he's perfect spot. Big blow up. Huge. Cleaved it. I feel like doing the PvP, you want to get through that as soon as possible, honestly. You want to get through it ASAP, because otherwise it's just like, it just feels kind of like a waste of time, to be honest. You know? Yeah, I'm going to end up definitely crashing myself there. I really want to pop some cooldowns on this, man, but I know I shouldn't. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Just because I might as well save it for the next go. And hopefully it'll be a big pull. Hopefully he does the side, the plague area, and we just lust and go. Or no, we're not gonna have lust, but at least we'll have some cooldowns. This will be the ideal time to send a lust. Necrolord build is super cool. Yeah, we have a size Demon Hunter. I agree with that. I agree. The RNG, I think, is what sucked about it. But like also the whole like you have to now chase after a demon and kill it to get a buff and then eat the soul. It is annoying. But yeah, thematically, all of them were badass, man. I loved it. Vanthier I also thought were really cool, like thematically. Like actually awesome. Straight up awesome. Does this guy need help? Hold on. Let me grab this guy. Pally, yeah, hand of freedom yourself. Hold on, I'm gonna pull this guy too. They know, dude. They know. Alrighty. Once big guy gets here, we're gonna hit him with Living Flame. Full cooldowns. Blow him up. Oh! Everything melted. You gotta love it. Alright, I'll do it. We do... I think left-hand side? Yeah. The pug's the left hand. There's some cool strats you can do. Like actually grab all these guys and then float all the way to that area and then grab all the mobs. Yeah, Tang's gotta do it. I mean, they gotta do it correctly though. Otherwise you will fall off. Technically, Demon Hunter is the best for it, but every other tank with the right set of consumables can do it too. Yeah, it was a glazing flag on a rogue. Yeah, dude, it was so good. Season 1 became insane in season 2. That's what I was doing, man. I loved the event. I was like, you know what? All our rogue abilities are so bad damage-wise. They're all pretty close to one another. Technically, Kieran is the only viable option, and then the conduits from Faye were okay. But like in Sims, Venthier was alright. That's what I was playing, dude. I was just trying to play in Venthier. Flagellation did get insane though. So many players like were like, wait, what does this thing do? I don't understand it. Well, I've been playing it for a while. I'm like, I already know what's up. That's so nice just to be like, be ahead of the curve in that. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, I always like the ability, like the general idea of like, hey, it just does more damage as you build comp points. When they give it a mastery buff, it was like, oh, the go-to. The go-to. Silverbread should have stayed. I don't know about that. That was just super passive. Flagellation becoming an ability, I think makes all the sense in the world. Silverbrand is just, it's so passive. You just place it. It's like a vendetta. You just slap it on a target and it melts them. I don't think it was great. I think the curing ability for the Demon Hunter and the Hunt were probably like the only like cool abilities in my opinion. Can I decurse it? Yeah, I can. Oh, I'll do recurse again. That's fine. That's fine, Blizzard. Or I guess you'll just... Blizzard, I mean, you're giving me all your hardest battles here. I don't understand what I did to you. Why am I having to move? Please, just let me stand still for 2 seconds. I just want to play my character. I hate that ability. It is easier to do as range though. I hate it as melee. And you pull the mobs on the left and right and you gotta do all the kicks. It's the worst. Press a meta input in both Warlock, Curse, and everything. Yeah, I guess. But like, it's like as an ability, it wasn't super interactive. It was just like, it was strong, sure, but it wasn't like my favorite by far. Far from it. Again, same thing. Like, I'm just having to deal with your BS. I have a decurse on like once a year for my character. That's cool, but like, what else? I also want to play my character. I want to do a little do-si-do around the ads the entire time. Nothing beats the feeling of a blast someone Convoke. Yeah, Convoke too, yeah. Or Venthier, Boomkits, how they would just ramp and just obliterate stuff. I also thought the Shaman Kyrian Totem was really cool too. And Chain Harvest, how would just suck everyone's life out. That was sick, dude. That was so sick. Okay, we're just gonna pop cooldowns into this guy. I really don't know what else to like set my stuff on, honestly. There's some cooldowns coming up here in a bit. I'll send it in a minute. And I was thinking I had the deep breath ability, but I didn't apparently. Missed a kick apparently. This is in front of kind of near us, which is not ideal, but okay. Dude, the pacing of this spec is actually super slow. I had a friend of mine say the same thing. It's actually like kind of not sluggish, but it is very, very slow paced. Ooh, okay. Like the amount of GCDs you need for an evoker is pretty low. Please just kill him. We do one of these. We pop one of these. Oh, I think he ate a soul. That is my fault, unless we got grip. Not sure if we did. Can I not deep breath on here? Too close. Okay, I can deep breath into the boss. I didn't mean to kamikaze bomb like that. What the hell? Game? Blizzard? I really did not mean to do that. Also, pointing that frontal into us is probably not ideal. Yeah, killing the rogue like that, not ideal. Poor guy. Poor mans. Alright, let me see if I can just sprint out there. Oh wait, we don't have RP. I usually do this guy last in my group. Still got one area. This boss, damn, not PTSD material. I actually feel like he's so chill as a ranged. He's a little rough in melee, but yeah, it's a lot of just like kick and stuff, man. That's all you gotta do. Just kicking things. As long as you get your kicks, you'll be fine. Okay, I'm gonna get a lot of aggro. Yep, getting aggro. Wow, devour? Please don't devour me. And literally a big guy is like trying to eat me, man. Okay, we got that kick. Can't stop him. We got one of these. Beautiful. Big deep breath. Just trying to clear everything down. Keep more in my blizzard, please. My red blizzard. Red blizzard does big damage. Worth it. Immediately, dude. Again, I have to move so much. I should be using hover more regularly, though. Can't really stop him for the time being. What I can do is deep. Yeah, that should stop it for a little. Huge. I think warrior or pally better class. Between those two, I'd say right now paladin. I guess it depends what you're trying to do. Like red pally, I'd say red pally is more popular and played a little bit more than a warrior right now. Yeah. Ooh, question. Okay, I do have wood ritual. Good. Oh, we're not in a great spot, dude. Oh yeah, not in a great spot. Is that Z-axis? I feel like that would Z-axis us maybe. But like in a bad way. I feel like we'd get screwed over by this mechanic here. Oh yeah, I feel like that's gonna be bad. As long as it doesn't go all the way down, then maybe we'll be okay. Have you just taken him down? Okay, this is at least a little better. Depending which way he faces. Okay, now we don't have a lot of space at all. Oh, this is good. This is good. This is good. I'm gonna literally self-heal myself. Yeah, I'd say Pally's a little stronger right now, like Red Pally. Although Arms Warriors are looking really good on Mythic Plus. They're like a warrior is necessary for the raid buff, right? Everybody needs a raid buff. Should be able to blow up the butcher. Holy dude, you see that damage? That is so good. I love how high impact this class is, dude. When you have cooldowns, you really feel it. You really feel it. Whenever you have buttons, everybody can tell. You can tell, and so can they. I'm gonna die. Help. Please? Why am I getting meleeed? Tank? Hello? Can I get a bop? Anything? What was that? That was Evoker. So you'll play around an ability called Engulf. Oh, there we go. There's your res. You play around an ability called Engulf. What it does is you put up this dot of fire breath on a target, right? Which normally does like, it can either do more immediate damage if you channel it longer, or it can do more of like damage over time. That was my fault there. Alright, that was my fault, but yeah. Anyway, you put up a fire breath, it does damage, and you can consume that fire breath. I'm not gonna take it. Or should I? I'm definitely gonna take it this one. Oh, I'll just res after you kill those two. Yeah, or three. Can they kill him? It's a death knight. Should be able to cleave him down. Oh, you can't even kill a thing. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so you put up a fire breath and then you like consume it. You consume some of the time to get it to explode, and you combine a bunch of different little buffs. You have a tier set that after a couple of Shattering Stars, you make the fire breath do more damage. So when it explodes, it hits harder. Shattering Star also puts a debuff so enemies take more damage, and when it explodes, it hits everybody, right? And also, while you hit an enemy with a fire breath max rank, it makes enemies take 40% more damage from red spells. You know, evokers being like some magic is blue, some magic is red. It's all color coded, right? So fire being red, it's red. Engulf being red, it's red. And then you just engulf it to cause it to explode, to make big AoE, but also you consume the fire breath to explode a second time for AoE. So you basically just get all these like overlapping damage by amps, and you cause that fire breath to explode, hitting everything around you. It's a nuke. It's a nuke, and it's a lot of fun. Basically, it's like if a Evoker walked up to a boss and it was like, can we legalize nuclear bombs? Because, look, I got aggro. I got aggro from the boss. I got aggro from the boss, hitting him twice with the engulf ability. Need a taunt plus. Yeah, we need a taunt, boys. Tank needs to actually find a way to maintain aggro. Didn't they buff Tank's aggro recently, too? Like, literally today? Am I wrong about that? I thought they buffed Tank's aggro. This guy's not having an easy time with it at all, though. But yeah, it's a hard-hitting ability that can do a lot. Yeah, he's not managing ads at all. I guess we'll just run the ads to him. I have no idea. This is flying nuke? Yeah, exactly. Just a flying nuke. Exactly. We're gonna get the her. And I'm gonna try to see if I can position myself in a decent spot. Again, he doesn't really hit the ads ever, so I'm like afraid I'm gonna get aggro. By keeping the ads at least next to the tank, and maybe he'll like, you know, eventually will connect. Actually hit him with something important. If I could get a kind of weak fire, but it's okay. I really want to cast it as much as possible. Yeah, I lost a lot of my bursts because I died immediately. Because the tank couldn't even find a taunt button. Maybe explain why I was dead the other time. That guy gotta move. Okay, well I can wall it. You guys are gonna have to do something with CC on these ads, CC wise. I can maybe get one. I can't get another golf. Weak one. I'm afraid of AoEing. Maybe I shouldn't even AoE. I need a heal. This class does. It's technically a hybrid class, but it has very limited healing, to be honest. Nice. Would you die? Oh, you got chained. In combat? Yeah, that was fun. What are the chances this next boss is gonna be, what's it? Gotta get aggro on him too. But yeah, resubbing, low-key thinking about resubbing after like 2-3 years. This would be a good expansion, I think. This World Soul Saga thing is looking pretty exciting, dude. And the housing too, and the housing update they got going on, man. That's gonna be a banger content by itself. Housing is gonna be so cool. Like getting at least resub maybe in prep for the housing update, I think would be worth. I think I'm just gonna lust in the opener. We have like everything. I feel like I'm just gonna draw aggro, but what can you do, right? Aggro my way? Aggro? Nope. This time he didn't. This time I didn't take aggro. Apparently. Can I stun him? Yeah, I can. Okay, hopefully we can dodge the dogs though. Oh, that's not great. Oh no, that could have been worse. Honestly, could have been much worse. Don't resonate dead, please. Yeah, give it a second. Try to see if we can move him a little. Hopefully AoE them down, because we gotta kill her. Guy dead again. It's just gonna get a cast off. That's unfortunate. I can kick that guy at least, so maybe he'll walk in. At least a little. Move. Hit him with one little engulf. Doing the Groupia thing, I think. Yep. And dogs. I hate some of the overlaps with this place. It's gonna be... yeah. It's gonna be beaming. Dude, this is so much more relaxed on a ranged. I never knew it was gonna be this chill on a ranged character. Try to see if I can get a little closer. Yeah, that works. GG. Yeah, my damage is pretty bad. Then again, I was dead for some of these pulls, dude. I was dead for some of these pulls. But you can see, like, Fire Breath is a huge portion of my damage. And I basically just, like, try to channel it to max rank. Just let it blast out immediately. Get all this damage immediately. And then from there, I just spam my, no, thank you. Asking me if I want a trinket. And then it's like the Consume, which consumes the Fire Breath. It does a ton of damage AoE. Firestorm, which is like the Evoker Blizzard. Just place it down, just Blizzard but red. Place it down in AoE. Pyre, just hit the target that's stacked up with other things in AoE. Hit that Engulf, it hits really hard. And then blue abilities when nothing else is up. Literally it. Opener is crazy. You should see in raid, because if you go for pure single target damage build, because this is a plus build, and you're taking some cleave challenge, but in a pure single target build, you spike up to like 5 or 8 mil in the opener. From there, your damage does go down though, because Evoker does have a whole mastery of what's it called? Oh, dominance? No, it's giant killer. So you do more damage when enemies are super healthy. So you are going to do the most amount of damage in the opener. But no, it can spike a little higher than that. I don't even have that great a gear either. Like, fully geared Evokers can get even more damage out. They get at least a crest or two. Now that I got a helm, I can now start upgrading all my pieces, dude. I think I'm gonna upgrade the how's the cards first. Get everything to a higher item level. Really need to get these things up and running too. That probably would be better to invest my points into, honestly. I just need to grind out a bunch of dungeons though to get all the gilded crests. But the mechanic with this little circles feels seriously easier. Holy, can't tell how many times I hit and fix a spot Vulcan. Bro, yeah, with the actual like circles that they put down on the ground instead of like these swirlies, now it's a circle for a lot of mechanics. It is much easier to dodge them. It feels like you find like put on glasses for the first time. The clarity is so much better. That boss though sucks ass because the overlaps on that final one though are still annoying. Even though they're like easy to see where it's at, between the circles, between the grips, between like the charges or whatever, the overlaps are pretty bad. And you got a beta frontal and it's gonna rotate. You could really put it in a bad spot super easily. But yeah. That boss was chaotic, dude. Yeah, seriously, no, really chaotic. I really wish they kind of like give you at least a little bit less overlaps, right? A beam, riders, grip, riders, beam, adds. You know what I mean? Like 2 overlaps. I feel like it'd be much easier. But when they got like 3 or 4 overlapping abilities at the same time, it's super like pretty rough. Pretty rough. But yeah. This Royally Change definitely was one of the best. And they said they're going to continue to do like those little like adjustments for mechanics. So everything's a little bit more like straightforward and easy to see. Like easy to tell what you're supposed to do with the mechanic. Like, is it a soak mechanic? Is it a dodge mechanic? Is it a run it out of the group mechanic? They're trying to like uniform a lot of those like ability animations and even try to make content a little bit easier. And eventually remove like add-ons for like, you know, make the content so it doesn't really need crazy amount of weak auras and add-ons, and then eventually disable them type of deal. So it'll be interesting. I'm wondering how's Outlaw doing though. It's got a soft spot for WoW TBH. Outlaw is actually pretty good. It's just hard to play. It is like super like punishing if you mess up the rotation. And it's not ideal for all situations, but it can pump. It's actually kind of competitive in high-end M+, even though it's not as popular. But it can do well. Like it's a decent push spec. It's decent enough to be able to push up content. I do most of my raids as Outlaw, and it's while there's some fights like because you play Killing Spree right now for a build, and while there's some encounters and mechanics where you just cannot Killing Spree, you just have to hold the button, which hurts the DPS. It still can do a lot of DPS though. So even in content like without Killing Spree works, and how sometimes it can just cuck you with mechanics, like put you in a really bad spot where you didn't mean to go to at all. Even then, just holding it, you still do a lot of damage with the spec. It's really good. It's pretty strong right now, I'd say. It's my favorite. Like, it's pretty good right now. I feel like Assassination is easier to get into, but Outlaw is really good. So if you actually want to play it, that is a spec that apparently is going to be getting streamlined in the future. We don't know exactly what that looks like, but I'm excited. If they could prune how many GCDs you need just to play this thing, maybe like change the way the vanish crackshot thing works, and like maybe make a drone rush a thing that you don't maintain always, but make it a very strong cooldown so we actually have like a proper cooldown to use. That'd be dope. That'd be sick. I'd love that. You know? But yeah, it's pretty good. Surprisingly robust enough in the season. Alrighty though, boys. It's 7. I do get some work I gotta do later tonight. I still have a raid this evening, so I'll be working on a project. We did the majority of the bosses last night though. Like we killed Galley, we killed Muggsy, we killed Vexy on Mythic. So it's like we got Rick, Reverb, we got Cauldron, probably Styx. Not gonna do Sprocket, and then one on Bandit, so like not that many bosses, honestly. I think for Outlaw, always loved how consistent it was for M+, not big CDs, CD reduction, etc. Just pure pumping. Yeah, no, it still has that right now. No, yeah, it definitely still just continuously pumping right now. That is still part of the spec, part of the play style. That hasn't changed at all, that's for sure. But yeah, it still does a lot of consistent damage. It is very DCD, it's very CD heavy and still very punishing in terms of like when you're not building comp points and spending them efficiently, you will see a damage loss. But if you could play around like all these little procs with Trickster for like the coup de grace finisher and the hidden blades thing, like making little adjustments and getting used to them, if you could play them like accurately for the most part, it's pretty nice. It's actually really good in M+. I'd say it's a little easier to play in M+. Do you think Dreadblades coming back as Outlaw main CD will be God tier? I'd be okay with it. Like if they kind of change the way that if they combine a Drone Rush and Dreadblades into one, I'd be cool with it, right? And then maybe give us better sustained damage outside of those burst windows. I'll be cool with that. I'll be cool with it because like Dreadblades would be sick, right? Make it like a pirate that's been collecting cursed weapons and can use a cursed weaponry to empower themselves. And for like Dreadblades, like your weapons change it to the Dreadblades. And you could give them like an effect. And then give it the same animation, but also like a damage amp. so you could just like build, finish, or spend, build, spend. It'd be awesome. Not seen after a long time, man. Thank you for letting me know things about the Evoker. I need to put some sleep on it. Yo, go for it, my man. Yo, thanks for popping in. I appreciate you. Have yourself a wonderful evening, my guy. I'll be popping off as well, getting some food and getting ready for raid too. So I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Hopefully we'll see you around more, yeah? Tomorrow's a day out for me, so I'll be chilling, and on Friday we're back with duels. I did not get anything from that NA guild, so I think we'll be doing EU duels maybe twice in a row. So Plush is gonna be really happy with it. Plush is like, yo, now it's like, okay, you've done your NA duels, hop on EU, man. We can get a group together. I was like, oh man, I didn't think about that one. I'll see if I'm even doing keys tomorrow. I might actually have a full day just to myself, which could be absolutely awesome. You guys have a wonderful evening though. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next stream. Alrighty, boys. Peace.
But she's always made up, looking good like she should. Ain't no fake. Yeah, she love like a Pisces. She might be wifey, a little bit spicy, but just the right feisty. Don't need no makeup, but she's always made up, looking good like she should. Ain't no fake love. Spread like a weed, you spread all throughout my head. I just need